Today's movie has the late great Julian Sands reprising the role that made him a minor horror icon. What more could you ask for? Welcome to Sick Flicks, where I take a deep dive into the cinematic sewer to help you embrace your inner gore geek. I'm Mike Bracken, aka the Horror Geek, and today we're checking out Anthony Hickox's supernatural chiller, Warlock 2, The Armageddon. Released in 1993, this one brings Julian Sands back as the Warlock and puts him on another quest to free the devil from hell. Sands is great as always, even though the film doesn't give him much to do. And it has a solid cast of character actors in the mix to support him. This one just never quite recaptures the magic of the first film. That's not to say this one doesn't have its moments, but it often feels like a script they had laying around and reworked to make a Warlock film after the success of the original. But enough about that. Can this Warlock kill enough druids to earn a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Let's get to the gore and find out. Oh, and before we get started, today's video is sponsored by patrons Raish Nazgul, God, that's a great name, JT Soul, and Coverblock. If you'd like to help sponsor some videos and free me from the shackles of YouTube's tyranny, you'll find a link to my Patreon in the pinned comment and description below. And now, let's get bloody. And we kick things off this week with a moon establishing shot. Oh no, it's an eclipse. And not a Mitsubishi eclipse. Hey, it's Julian Sands. We last saw him in Warlock. Shocker, right? Look, I still can't believe Julian Sands is dead. I do like the title card, though. Not too flashy, but they didn't just phone it in, either. Warlock, The Armageddon. The movie where Michael Bay sends Julian Sands into space to use magic to divert an asteroid about to hit Earth. Hey, this is a movie, not a book. I want to watch it, not read it. Druids, mystical powers, runestones. Is this just World of Warcraft lore? Hey, she's got some Fulci cataracts happening. That is definitely not a Helix mattress. Starring Chris Young, who's probably best known for being on the old Max Headroom TV show. At least that's how I remember him. And here's Paula Marshall, who horror fans will remember from Hellraiser 3. Steve here was Captain Murphy in the Lethal Weapon films and is related to Richard Donner. Hey, Charles Hallahan, he was Norris in The Thing. Look at this cool rock. It's got a hole in it. R.G. Armstrong was Uncle Lewis on Friday the 13th, the series. I think we last saw him in The Beast Within. Alright, hold still. We're gonna put the crystals on your chakras and you'll be all better. See? I told you. What happened? Last thing I remember is drinking mead at the inn. With these dice, a dungeon master, and your imagination, we can go on great adventures. Oh, look at these guys, horsing around. Quick, grab the dice! It's the jocks! Guess they didn't bolt fast enough. It is nice they got the Ren Fair guys to come down and be part of the movie, though. Oh, nice wig. Hey, wasn't Cujo a San Bernard? Oh, wait, that was a Saint Bernard. We must ride for Gondor. Looks like they were living in a starter Stonehenge.
Are you telling me that this is it? This is scenery?
18 inches. Right here, it's specified 18 inches.
Discount Aragorn. I have the One Ring. And Back to the Future. Thank you all for coming to my one-woman performance of the Vagina Monologues. Look at the director. I did not get paid enough to sit through this crap. I suspected the script for this movie was just random shit scribbled on a page, but didn't expect they to actually show it to me. Oh boy, she's a preacher's daughter. But wait, I love her! Ooh, maybe she likes him too. AV dorks get the girls in movies, I guess. Well, gonna head home and eat some Hot Pockets and play Toe Jam and Earl on my Sega Genesis. Well, that was the plan anyway.
Listen good, Devil Boy.
Devil Boy? He's in the AV club, not a metal band. This dude has quite the mullet going. Oh, look, Captain Murphy is here to save him. Better put Murtaugh and Riggs on this. Shit! Well, my work's done. Let's get drunk. Look at those gas prices. $1 too? Maybe he's a Highlander, because this looks like the quickening to me. There can be only one. Honestly, that's just any summer afternoon in Florida. Lightning is wicked here. This tree, it's full of sawdust. Oh, it's a bee. Must be trying to communicate. Same bee as the note earlier, too. Twin Towers establishing shot. Will never not be a little weird seeing them still standing in old movies. Guess this cameraman's just prowling around the house. I love that the bedroom decor is basically one of those pattern recognition puzzles you see on an IQ test. Oh, it's Discount Olivia Wilde. Hey, sweet donut necklace. Lighting this candle is pretty wicked. She's gonna watch the eclipse, but it was at this moment she knew eating 3 big bean burritos was a huge mistake. Man, have I been there. Guess she's gonna birth this food baby right on the dining room table. Oh yeah, definitely had Taco Bell. I mean, I've had worse stuff come out of me. That looks like a tumor. She should probably take it back to Dr. House and they can run a differential diagnosis on it. Dogs. Is there anything gross they won't eat? But this tumor bites back. Yeah, it looks like it's metastasizing. Kinda like Uncle Frank coming back in Hellraiser. Oh hey, it's Julian Sands. He really needs a shower. Kids. They grow up so fast. Come on, Julian. Shower's this way. Come on, let me in. I really gotta go. She says no, and clearly the wiring in this place is not up to code. Sure, let's stop for some chess. I feel like the movie earned that break after watching Julian Sands spring naked out of a tumor. Are you sure you want to make that move? That's a real rookie mistake. I mean, it would be a real nightmare if he winds up in check. Son, you ever just feel like we're all pawns in a game? No? Just me? Then it's gonna get heavy.
Is there something you want to tell me, Dad?
Fine, you're not my son. Looks like Julian is already enrolled in chiropractor college. And we're gonna get some demonic exposition.
There are 5 stones like the one she wears. You must possess them all.
Thy will be done.
Yeah, great, it's a fetch quest. And he's gotta possess them all, like Pokemon. Ew, gross, I got brain juice all over my fingers. Sweet, it's a new Necronomicon page. Oh, it's a map with blood. That's handy. I mean, talk about a blood trail. The good news here is that at least Julian is wearing pants now. It's gonna be hard to make this video if we had to keep cutting around his junk and butt. He looks like a dude who should be running like a Paul Mitchell hair salon. Guess his broom is in the shop since he's talking to a cab driver. Oh, there's R.G. Armstrong and Charles Hallahan. They've just been hanging out at the craft service catering table, apparently. I brought you some sawdust for your eggs. Wait, are they maggots? That's gonna get them into a heap of trouble with the health department if it is. Anyway, let's see what Nerdy Guy is up to. Looks like he's already got the girl. Back with Dad, it's like they're playing poker with raw spinach as chips. Julian Sands, meanwhile, has taken a cab from New York City to Chicago. That's gonna be one hell of a fare. Well, it would be, except the driver is dead. That's convenient. Dude really is a working stiff. Go, Norris. Take our Asgardian charm as a parting gift. Damn, really thought I'd get a gold watch as part of my severance package. No one wants this goofy charm. And maybe we spoke too soon. Is Nerd Boy getting dumped? Look, Kenny, I think we should see other people. My dad's a reverend and your dad's a Wiccan. It's never gonna work. Then Dad and R.G. Armstrong show up too. Looks like a shotgun wedding. Or maybe he was just tired of dealing with this nerdy kid. It is nice they garnished him for the funeral, though. Died as he lived, like a tasty salad. His leaves are sparkling. They must be Mary Jane. And it looks like Kenny just realized he's late for AV club practice. See what I did there? I will say that he's reacting the same way I would if I came back from the dead after my father shot me. Oh man, I really need to hit chest day. I wonder if my girlfriend wants to dump me. I've seen hens with better pecs. Chicago establishing shot. Oh, great. It's Fashion Week. Hey, look who got a press pass. This feels like one of those Barbizon fashion shows in the mall. The ones they held down past the food court near the piano shop. Julian's like, let me show you ladies how to work the catwalk. No, he wants this earring, which looks like a dirty old Christmas light bulb. And there seems to be some confusion here.
I'm not a man. I'm a witch.
I think the girls are witches, Julian. You're a warlock. It's right in the title. We then head outside. It's like he's got antlers. So, come here often? Only when I want to get high. Anyway, he's got to show her his power, and she'll give him the stone. Guessing this is going to end badly for her. Oh yeah, they're definitely high now. Top-notch 1993 visual effects right here. Probably should have made him put you back on the ground before handing over the stone. See you next fall! Looks like she's about to drop in on the fashion show. I will say, this lady knows how to make an entrance. It's a real showstopper. And back over at Druid HQ, man, this production art could be a lot better. This looks like a Captain Planet flowchart. By our powers combined! Dad, you're a druid? I just thought you were a burnout hippie. But not everyone here is on Team Druid.
These good people are concerned. They believe you may have had something to do with this.
And it looks like Julian Sands just got into town too. Back at home, we get some important exposition. Only warriors can kill the Warlock, and they need the dagger. I sure hope they have it, but if I'm supposed to buy Kenny as a warrior, we've got problems. Filmed in hubcap vision. Hey, did you know you got a dead guy in the driver's seat? I mean, Julian's about to steal the General Lee. But before he can do that, they're working some druid voodoo on him. Yeah, looks like the Warlock's got an oil leak. Yeah, I hate to see it. Dude's melting like he drank some Tenafly Viper. Don't worry though, because Julian's gonna drink this guy like he's a juice box. I'm not gonna lie. I have been this high in 2026.
The trees. They're talking to me.
Damn it. Kenny is the druid warrior.
That you're not just a druid, but a druid warrior.
I believe a lot of stuff, but that this dude is a warrior is a bridge too far. And why is this happening?
We were put on this earth to be its guardians.
Can I get a ruling on this, Lance Henriksen?
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Moon establishing shot. Hey, look who's here. Have you accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior, or are you still worshiping trees? And we also learned that apparently the girl has to be part of this too. Look, I think they're just making this all up as they go, honestly. Oh, great. We've got deep thoughts. You know, carrot juice is technically orange juice. Look, son, you gotta be one with the trees and the plants. It's the only way to stop the son of Satan. Oh, look, Kenny's doing some ball handling.
Hell yeah.
No, not like that, you pervs. With this actual ball. This is all gonna be great if the final battle for the fate of humanity involves beating the Warlock with a fastball, I guess. Look at Dad and RG. They're like, God, we are so screwed. This kid is a moron. RG's like, screw this. I'm back over to Curious Goods. Maybe that deal with the devil to sell cursed antiques is still on the table. Hey, that's Michu from Waxwork and Alf. And what are the odds the next stone is here? Apparently very high. Hey, let's not do this to a little person. Clearly, he's a big Iron Maiden fan. You know, I thought about working in the funhouse installing crazy mirrors. It was just something I could see myself doing. After some time to reflect, I concluded it was merely a passing fancy. We could just end the video here. None of the rest of this crap is gonna top that. Anyway, the Warlock is like the satanic version of Monty Hall on Let's Make a Deal. If the carny can pick the real stone from the fake, he gets to live. If not, he spends eternity in the dark mirror world. I don't want to alarm anyone, but this guy might be celebrating early.
You lose, asshole!
Oh yeah, he might have spiked the ball before crossing into the end zone.
That depends on which side of the mirror you're standing.
You can't even trust warlocks these days. What is this world coming to? Living in a mirror. Not all it's cracked up to be. I don't remember the bridges of Madison County being so dark. I will say Anthony Hickox really went overboard with the split-screen character shots in this film. This is like the sixth one so far. Derpy face! Sorry, I'm not buying this dude as a hero. No sale. Look, even she's not buying it. Are you high, Kenny? Because you sound high. May take cover from the rain, but this is Slayer rain. Because it's blood. I'm sure the weather guy totally blew it. He said there was only a 20% chance of raining blood today, and here we are. The next morning, Dad's like, come on, son, heat faster. Got my telescope so we can check out Uranus. Hey, that's a George Buck Flower cameo. Anyway, remember that dagger the warrior needs to wield to stop the Warlock? Yeah, about that. Well, that's going on. Norris is going to ride the elevator with the Warlock. This is sure to be an uplifting scene. Hey, is that a roach-infested Warlock tracking device in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? So, come here often? Norris here is going to take a shot, but guessing since he's not a warrior, this is going to end poorly. And judging by the Hellraiser elevator interior, I was right. I will say this. I wish I had this power.
Sir!
Shut up.
That would be so useful. So, I'd like to propose a merger. Literally. I'm probably going to merge you with some of this art in a really unpleasant way. It's kind of wild how he's just getting all these stones so easily. Yes, we finally got the last Infinity Stone. Thanos will be pleased. So, Julian, what do you think of this movie so far? Thumbs up. Bold choice. Oh, hold on. He's just turning this dude into a statue. I feel like the Warlock and the Wishmaster would have gotten along. They screw everyone over on the deals. I mean, this is all very Picasso. Yeah, just put him in the Louvre already. And in case you hadn't already figured it out, Sammy has powers too. She's like Jill Valentine, a real master of unlocking. Oh, holy dodgy visual effects, Batman. Hey, remember when they were getting ready to put on a school play? I wonder what happened with that. Looks like things are getting a little squirrely. So basically, Kenny is a druid warrior who can make stupid, inconsequential things float around. How is this going to help him stop the Warlock exactly? Alright, jazz hands. Looks like the church forgot to pay the exterminator. You could say he's bugging out. Man, she has really bought into the whole church doctrine, eh?
I have to be reborn.
Maybe they're gonna dunk her in the plastic pool as a baptismal. Or she could just stab herself. That works too, I guess. Look at her. She's like, man, if I had $1 for every time I've woken up on some strange altar surrounded by dudes. Look, they have a handy magical stone carrying case. It's like one of those coin displays for Wiccans. Hey, the Warlock got him one of those self-driving cars. Guess that's good, since he might be preoccupied after picking up this chick on the side of the road. That face says, on second thought, no hookup is worth listening to you blather on. Yeah, ripped her wig right off. Anyway, back in the A-plot, Mullet Dude is back. I think you better back off, man. I'm a druid warrior. It's not going to come to blows, though, because she's going to use her Jedi powers to force choke him. Yes, let the dark side flow through you. You know, we should totally druid hook up before killing the Warlock. Making out at Discount Stonehenge. Just living the dream. Oh God, he's gonna shoot a shot and say this line with a straight face.
In the old days, warriors would make love before going off into battle.
What do you think of that, Dr. Hill?
Totally idiotic.
Yeah, 100% with you. Back in town? Please, have a seat. Let me tell you how life is like a box of chocolates. The next morning, things are getting weird. Hey, glad you could join us for the crucifixion. Looks like the locals aren't done either. Don't worry though, because they're gonna be saved by the terrible floating baseball effect. Yeah, sure. Let's just roll with that. I love that they're supposed to be a team, but he's like, go away and take the stone, and I'll do this alone. And they say chivalry is dead. So much for R.G. Armstrong, I guess. Really should have kept selling cursed antiques. Then Sands sends Dork Boy flying. Look, I'm totally rooting for the Warlock here. R.G. Armstrong was the only good guy I liked, and he's dead, so I hope Sands burns this place to the ground. Yeah, this is gonna leave a mark. You could say he got shafted. Oh man, these effects. Here's me shouting at the people who made this film.
Is this the best you can do?
Sadly, it probably is. Oh shit, God's about to run him down like he's James Brolin's girlfriend with the car. Great, now the Amish Mafia is here. Heard you've been using electricity. That's the devil's work, and we're here to put a stop to it. Also, Kenny has been every bit as useless as a hero as I expected. Gonna tell Sterling this was Tombstone. Hey, don't mind me, I'm just walking down this green screen staircase. Oh no, he's gonna get them with the finger guns. There was a hell yeah joke in there, but I wasn't sure Prudu would let me get away with it. Things are looking bleak for Team Kenny. Guessing his girlfriend will have to save the day. And there she is.
Let him go, you bastard!
Wait, can we get Linda Day George in here? That line read felt off.
Bastard! Bastard!
Much better. But I was supposed to be the hero. Ah yes, clearly a stunt person on this bike. Nice driving. Then she uses her powers to create the steak scene from Cannibal Holocaust, basically.
You look so tough now, too, Blondie.
You didn't think killing him was gonna be that easy, did you? Oh no, she's gonna get stoned.
Hell yeah.
No, by this giant rock. I knew the Warlock was into bondage. And now he's got the last stone and the eclipse. Great job, guys. Yeah, this can't be good. But Dork Boy is back, and about to get accosted by the trees like this is Evil Dead. Look, don't worry, he's feeling fine. Who knew the end of the world would be so blue? Oh yeah, Satan's here. But who knew the key to stopping Armageddon was high beams? Clearly not the Warlock. And really, can you blame him? He comes from a time when there were no cars. Great job, Kenny. You were totally vital to the climax. Oh, hey, the Warlock's not dead. Your pecs, they're so tiny and weak. But Druid Boy and Sammy use their powers and get the knife. Who knew Julian Sands was filled with crude oil? Oh, he's melting. That is a pretty good effect. Sort of like a reverse Beverly Hillbillies here. Yeah, probably shouldn't just leave those stones lying around. But there's one more jump scare. Well, that could have gone better, I guess, but we're alive. And cue credits. So, what have we learned from Warlock 2 Armageddon? Well, for starters, that the first film was a lot more fun. This sequel has always felt weird to me. The leads aren't interesting, and waste guys like R.G. Armstrong and Charles Hallahan, and Julian Sands doesn't get nearly enough screen time. I don't hate it, but it really does pale in comparison to the first film, which had a better script, a better cast, and was just all around better. But enough about that. Can this Warlock conjure up a 5 barf bag rating? Let's go to the gore card. In terms of gross anatomy, Warlock 2 is solid. We get the tumor birth, the rotted cab driver, plenty of blood squibs, and Julian Sands melting at the climax. Bob Keene's FX work is solid, and there's just enough here to give Warlock 2 a middle-of-the-road 3 barf bag rating. This is not the sickest flick, but there is some splatter here. Looking for the film that started the series? Then be sure to check out my review of Warlock. You'll find a link here on the screen. I'll meet you over there. Until next time, I'm Mike Bracken, aka the Horror Geek, bringing you all the splatter that matters.